I am alive. Yes. I'm not dead. I didn't think that was possible. Hi, Starry. Oh my gosh, I've had a very long week. Honestly, I've barely slept. And all I've done is study for exams, finish assignments, more studying for exams, finishing assignments. That's literally it. Today was the last day of my deadline for my essay, which was like my most pending assignment. I have one assignment left, okay? But it's already more than 75% done. So I just need to record one video for it and I can be done. It's not even a joke how happy I am. Like, it is. Okay. Currently, I was thinking, oh, you know what I haven't played in a while? Valorant. And I was thinking maybe we can play that. But it's not for right now, it's for like later. For now, I'm just gonna catch you guys up with all the stuff that I've been doing the past week, okay? Let me give you a play-by-play. Sunday, okay? I'm studying for my exam on Monday. You'd be like, oh, Mew, what exams did you have? On Monday, I had my keyboard skills exam, which I was like, I'm gonna do fine. I'm not really worried because that was an easy exam, honestly. It really was. So I was just like, okay, chill. You know, I go into college on Monday and I do like classes because I did still have classes, by the way. Like, that's just, isn't that freaking insane? Like, in the middle of classes, I'm also giving exams. So I went in for my normal classes and my keyboard skills exam was the late one, you know, like it was my last class basically. My the whole day was spent attending classes, and then keyboard skills is usually scheduled for 6 to 7 p.m. on a Monday. So I waited till 7 p.m. to do my exam. Okay? And what was I doing before that? Finishing an assignment, practicing for my exam. Finishing my assignment, practicing for my exam. Finishing my assignment and practicing for my. It was just that. It really was just that. When I came back home on Monday, I kind of chilled out for a bit and then decided to study for my exam. Yeah. And work on my essay, which. Okay, funny story. I had made 3 whole drafts, separate essays for my essay that I submitted. The third one was the one that I actually submitted, which I finished about 40 minutes before the deadline. And then I did like a quick read through, made sure that I didn't get anything too wrong, and then submitted it. And yeah, it was that. But my essay was the one thing that was really, you know, the thing is, and like I might sound a bit floaty and a bit strange because I haven't actually gotten much sleep at all in the last whole week, including Sunday, because, you know, I ended up staying up a lot and then I had classes in the daytime, so I didn't actually get that much sleep overall. But anyways, what I was saying was, basically, my essay, I like writing essays, okay? I'm one of those insane psychotic people who really enjoys writing essays, who genuinely has fun, like so much fun that I did it 3 times. 3 separate times. I started an essay, finished it, showed it to my teacher, got feedback. They were like, there's something not right here, you know? The second time around, I was quite floaty, so a lot of stuff was missing. Like, I was missing the whole point. The first time, my teacher was like, and I quote, it sounds like it's a fangirl writing this. Okay, context. I'm a music student, okay? But I'm getting a bachelor's in arts with honors, which means I had to write a dissertation, okay? Now you might be like, oh, Mew, but you're a music student. Dissertation, like, it's not important. But for my graduation, it is. And to prepare us for us at writing a thesis, they want us to write essays and stuff, like, from the beginning of our, you know, like, from semester 1. So this whole semester, the teacher's been like, write your essay early if you can. That way you, like, you know, you'll be able to show it to us and get feedback in time. So week 13, which was last week, we had a feedback session. I came in with my finished draft thinking, okay, this is good enough. And my teacher literally looks at me in the eye and goes, Mew, it reads like you're a fangirl. And I kid you not, my first thought was, oh, how did that happen? And then he looks through all the references that I provided, right? And then he goes, I see that you've used a lot of articles and websites. Maybe that's why. It might be because what you're reading is just so casual in tone that your tone itself is casual. And so I was like, okay, I'll fix it. So I go back home and start fixing it. I write another, like, more than half of another essay. And then I'm like, okay, I quit. Then I go to a different professor. This professor teaches us research and writing. You'd be like, oh, Mew, what is that? And I'll tell you, it's just a class where we learn how to research properly and how to write academic essays. Like, it's just focused on that. It's about critical thinking, stuff like that. So it really, the focus is trying to put you into a more academic style of thought process when you are writing your academic essays and eventually your dissertation, right? So now both of these teachers are doctors. Like, they have PhDs, they've done their doctorate, they are quite good at what they do, so they do know what they're doing. They're not just saying it just for like for fun, haha, hehe, Mew, we're gonna torture her. Oh, by the way, I still did not think it was torture. I was just having so much fun reading all of these articles and academic journals and stuff. And yeah, as you can probably hear, my voice is kind of gone because I spent the entirety of today, after I finished my essay, going out and getting myself a treat and talking to my flatmate because, I had nothing to do other than rest and have fun. That's the goal for the weekend because, yeah, I need some time to catch up on the rest of my life. AKA, I want to have fun because the last week, even though I've had fun, no matter what I say, it has been incredibly tiresome. And I just mean because it was just so rushed. Like, there's exams and there's assignment submissions, so it just started to feel a little bit like, oh, I'm everywhere. And also because I wasn't getting enough sleep, right? So, I go to this other teacher, which was yesterday. So yesterday I'm showing him my second draft and I'm going, okay, what do you think? Can you give me some feedback? He's a doctor. He's written a dissertation. I mean, he's written a thesis. He's, he's done the whole thing. He gets published in journals about music. Like, my guy is serious, right? So he's like, okay, do you want me to be blunt? And then I'm like, yeah, be as blunt as you can with the knowledge that I have to finish this essay by tomorrow 6 p.m. Before that, actually, so that I have enough time to read through it once or twice and submit it. So he's like, okay, one, you have given all the information but not explained why this information is important to your essay. Like, what does it signify? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I was literally so blank. Listen, this is what happens when you have basically had so little sleep and you're kind of just depending on God's will to get through every single day. And okay, honestly, I had 3 exams yesterday back to back, so I was kind of gone from exam taking as well. And so my brain really wasn't on the essay itself, and I was like, okay, I'll fix it, so I started writing a new essay. Yeah, I know, I'm crazy. So I started writing a new essay. I mean, of course, this essay still has a lot of stuff taken from my previous draft, so it's not like completely from scratch, but pretty dang close, if you know what I mean. So I started writing a new essay, and I read through like at least 15 more academic journals, and I was having so much fun after a while that I was just reading them for fun. I wasn't even focused on my essay. And that's basically what I did last night and today. But other than that, I had to give an exam on Tuesday, which was, what exam was it? My sight reading exam, which was also really easy. My keyboard skills and my sight reading exam was like really chill, really easy. I had a lot of fun. And then I had, like, on Wednesday I had an assignment submission, which I had to go to college for. So I went to college and then submitted my assignment again because my teacher accidentally unsubmitted it for me. They can control that. They can be like, okay, I think you made a mistake, I'm giving you the opportunity to fix it. And then he unsubmitted it, and the mistake was I didn't upload my WAV file on the submission thing. Instead, I just put it in a Google Drive and sent him the link, and he was like, not right, you gotta resubmit. So he unsubmitted it for me more than once, actually, by accident. It was really funny. And then we had a big listening party and listened to everyone else's work. And no, that submission was my production submission, so I had to, produce a song. And honestly, I did okay. Like, I was not trying to do spectacularly because I didn't have the time or energy to do extra fancy schmancy snazzy stuff, so I just did the bare minimum. Okay, but it still sounded good. People were like, this is chill, but it was supposed to sound like a dark song. Like, it was supposed to sound like scary and spooky, because the song's name was Necromancer. I wrote a whole song for this stuff. Okay, and then my teacher, the feedback that he gave me was about my song arrangement. He was like, the arrangement is a bit too blocky, like there's not enough variation, there's a sort of like a tendency for repetition in your work, and I think you can fix it. And I was like, okay, yeah, I think I can do better too. Next semester, I have another assignment for the same class, right? But this one is gonna be a group assignment. I hope I don't get paired up with someone I dislike. I genuinely do not want to get paired up with someone I dislike. If it's someone I dislike, I'm literally just gonna go to the teacher and be like, hey, I don't think me and this person can work together. We already have arguments, and they are not mature enough. Genuinely, they're not mature enough to take, to keep it away from work environments. Like, they're not professional, genuinely. Like, I mean it. So, yeah, if that happens, well, we all know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go and ask the teacher to change it. But the teacher is really nice. Like, he's so nice, and he's very objective, and he's not trying to make you feel bad about your lack of skill, or, if you didn't do something as he might have expected you to. He's really nice. So we had a big old listening party. I listened to all of my class, except for one of my classmates' songs, and they were all like pretty nice. I was having a lot of fun listening to them, and then after I listened to them, I went back home, and I kind of slept for like a few hours, and when I woke up, I started studying for my exam and working on my essay, which was when I was doing my second draft. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, right? But I just have so much stuff going on. So I'm working on my second draft and studying for my exam, which I had 3 exams yesterday. One of them was my live sound exam. Okay? One of them was my theory exam. And the third one was oral. The one that was gonna kick my ass, and I mean it, was oral. I was already, even before the exam started, panicking, because I was like, I know this is my weak point, right? I used to have okay oral skills, right? But in the 1 year that I took off of school and was just doing my own thing, I kind of didn't really keep up with oral, if you know what I mean. So I ended up kind of, and I do mean like not just kind of, but losing a lot of the skill that I'd already developed. So now it really was up to me to bring it back. But in the midst of the whole semester, where I am beyond busy somehow, because not only was I going to college, I was also doing my own side thing. Well, I'm not really blaming this on anyone, not college or me. I'm just saying circumstances, happen. But I have a whole holiday to make up for it, and I have a really, really good plan to bring up my oral skills. It's like every single day, you just listen to it, you identify, you do your little quizzes, you sing your little songs, you do a little bit of sight reading, and you'll be back to perfect in no time, is what I'm saying, indeed. So yeah, that's basically what was going on in my head. So before the exam, I was kind of panicking, but because I finished my theory exam so quickly. Okay, my first exam was actually sound reinforcement one, and that was fine. I literally finished the exam in an hour, and we had 2 hours to do it, so it wasn't particularly difficult. And I kind of was like, okay, and it was online, and it was open books. They were not trying to challenge us. This was not a test of my memory or anything of the sort. Like, it was literally like, I'm trying my best to make sure you pass. And I was like, okay, if you say so. So I just, did the exam as seriously as one should, and then finished the exam, stopped, got out of the Zoom meeting that the Zoom exam hall that was created for us, and then ate food. And I ate so much food, oh my gosh. I ate enough to keep me full until after coming back home after my last class of the whole semester yesterday, which was at like 5:30. So I ate a lot. Like, I genuinely ate a lot for lunch, and then I sat down, right? I sat down for my second exam. I went to college, and then I am sitting, right? My second exam was theory. And I was like, this is not gonna be hard. Why do I say that? You'd be like, oh, Mew, isn't that a bit presumptuous? How do you know it's not gonna be hard? Because I actually knew what was going on in theory the whole time. Like, I did not feel challenged particularly. In fact, I was cruising through it practically. So I was not worried about this said exam. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be fine. And I finished the exam in 1 hour. Yes, it was a 2-hour long exam. I finished it in an hour and 15 minutes, I think. I dawdled a bit before checking the paper because I was like, I feel bad if I leave the classroom early, like in an hour. I know when I was younger and in school and we used to give exams, right? When my classmates realized that I finished earlier, they'd get more panicked and I felt bad after. So I decided I'm gonna dawdle a bit. Then I was like, I really can't do anything inside the exam hall, so I might as well leave, right? So I give my paper, I submit it, and then I leave the exam hall. I go get myself a coffee because I was starting to get really freaking sleepy. And I still had another exam to do. And so while I after I got a coffee, I started sitting and going through my oral stuff. So I was going through my like scales for recognition, for scale recognition, and intervals for interval recognition, and chords for chord recognition, which, oh my gosh, I think I fubbed the interval recognition and chord recognition so bad. But the scale recognition, funnily enough, because I think I was internalizing it so hard at that last moment, even though I was trying my best to not just leave it for the last moment. I was working on it before that as well. It's just like, you know, pre-exam, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm not prepared, so I'm gonna like do that. But I was genuinely not prepared. Oral is my weak point, guys. I'm not even kidding. Like, I was literally like, I'm freaking out. I do not want to flub this exam, but I think I kind of flubbed it. Because at the end of the exam, I was literally like, I have no idea what I wrote on the paper. But I did get the scales right. How do I know that, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you, because most of my classmates wrote the same answers as me. And unless we're all wrong, which is very, very unlikely, because some of them actually have more skill than me. Not actually, they have more skill than me, and I'm really glad that there exists somebody who can, you know, identify when I'm wrong. And in this case, it's not the teacher. I do not mean teacher, in my peer group, okay? So they were like, oh, I was like, what did you write in the scale sources, guys? And they were like, we wrote X, Y, and Z. I don't actually remember what I wrote because I forgot about it already. It was a day ago, okay? That's too long. Especially on my sleep deprived brain. So I come back home. No, that after my second exam, I'm like not hungry, so I was just roaming around talking to my classmate, and then I just like sat down and was chatting with one of my seniors, and we were like chilling and chatting, and I was kind of working on my essay draft, still my second essay draft. Then I had my research and writing class, okay? So I went up, got to my sat down, was talking to my classmates again, and they were like asking some silly question about a different assignment that we have to submit in like what? In like 10 days? No, 13 days. In 13 days. So almost 2 weeks. And like, you know, they were like, oh, I didn't realize we only had to do, okay, so this assignment is for our principal study class, which is just one-on-one lessons. Now I thought everyone was aware, and literally everyone but the two of them was aware, that we only had to do like part of the songs that we chose to show that we had proficiency at our instrument, okay? The whole point of a principal study class is to work on your instrument, okay? AKA for vocalists, for singers like myself, it's about working with our voice and showing that we have developed new skills or bettered our previous existing skills, okay? So I'm like, oh, so they come up to me and they're like, oh, Mew. And I already knew it was gonna be like a weird and dumb conversation. I genuinely mean it, but it was actually dumb. They didn't know what the assignment was. They'd been listening to their teacher, but never once thought that they should check the assignment brief that we all have access to that says what you need to do. So they knew that they had to transcribe, which literally, like, they had to transcribe part of the song. So, you know, we all done that. I did that like 4 weeks ago, guys. Like, I was done with transcriptions. I'm already done with one of the videos. I only have one video left of the 2 songs that we have to transcribe and record ourselves singing. So I'm 75% done. The last 25%, I literally have so much time, but I'm gonna finish it before I go back home for 2 weeks, which is when I'll be taking my holiday for this year. I guess it's my second holiday, but the first one was not really a holiday. I was moving and settling into a new country. That's not a holiday. That's a forced break that I genuinely don't think I would have been able to stream good content in. You know what I mean? So, you know, So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they asked me, they're like, oh, do we have to record the whole song or not? And I'm like, huh? Yeah, genuinely. I was just like, huh? What do you say? So they asked a different classmate before me. They just wanted to confirm because we're all vocalists. The other classmate was a guitarist. So they asked my guitarist classmate, okay? They're like, oh, guitarist classmate, did we have to record the whole song? Are you done with your recordings? Like, they were just having normal conversations. He was just like, what are you talking about? We only have to record the part that we transcribed. And I'm like, damn right, bro. Damn right. Like, we only had to record the part that we transcribed. Literally, we transcribed a section of the song so that we can focus on that section, which is showing our skill at our own instrument. Now, mind you, I chose really difficult songs because I was told that it should be something that is challenging. So I chose songs that genuinely are challenging to work on because they require me to go out of my way to practice, not sing it in my sleep. Now, one of my other classmates chose All of Me by John Legend. Now, as a singer, and I mean it in the nicest way, that song is not hard, because the hardest thing about it is that you have to hold the notes for a long time, and that's the most basic thing. And if you're saying, oh, but there's a high note, Mew, no. She's a soprano. That is not a high note for her, guys. It is supposed to be a note that is easily reached. If she is struggling and calling herself a soprano, there is something wrong. Now, was I concerned about my classmates? Yes, but was I also secretly thinking, wow, how did you not check the assignment brief by yourself and just listen to your teacher? Because she could have been confused. She could have given you the wrong information accidentally, or there might have been some miscommunication. Isn't it your responsibility as a student to go and make sure that you check on the assignment brief yourself and not flub up until like almost submission time? So basically, they asked me, they were like, oh, because our teacher told us that we have to do the whole song, so we've been practicing the whole song this whole time. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with practicing the whole song, but you just have to record that one little section. And then I told them, and I mean it, my college is strict. They will do that. Like, they will not check, they will not receive your submission. They will say that this is the wrong thing, so we can't grade you. AKA you fail, you get a 0 because you didn't submit the right thing. One of the most basic things about being a college student is that you're not gonna have your hand held by every single teacher in existence. That yes, they will be supportive. My college is really nice with really nice teachers who are all supportive and very invested in our personal growth and everything. The only thing that they expect from you is that you at least show that you are capable of being responsible by yourself, aka making sure you at least submit it correctly. So, if they had submitted the whole song, they would have gotten 0s. And like, it would have been no one's fault but themselves. They can't blame the teacher because it's not the teacher's job to tell you whether you submitted it right or not, frankly. Their job is to teach you how to do things, not to hold your hand through everything that you have to do in life. So yeah, and then they were like, they literally said to me, okay, I'm a bit complainy because I still can't believe that they had the audacity to say this. They were like, oh, because we were worried about how we're gonna sing the whole song perfectly. I'm sorry to say this, but if it's a 3-minute or 4-minute long song and you're struggling to sing it perfectly, the problem is not the song. It's the fact that you have no stamina. And as a singer who wants to make their whole entire life career being a singer, you have to have stamina, because if you're gonna sing for 2 hours straight, do you really think you saying that you can't even sing a 4-minute long song is a good thing? Like, what? I was so confused. But then I just said, yeah, I get the concerns about vocal fatigue. But like, seriously, what? You guys didn't even choose like songs where you had to do a lot of hard work, man. I'm so confused. So I kind of was like, yeah, you guys should just, like, make sure you only record the amount that you've transcribed, and that's all you need to do. And so I was like, okay, cool, that's it. So I go back, I sit down, and my teacher's like, and the class that I was in, my research and writing, so my professor's like, he's like, oh, today's, because it's the last class, I'm just gonna let you guys, like, work on your essays or whatever assignments that you guys won't need to work on more urgently, because I know no one really wants to really study about research and writing at the moment. And so we were just like, okay, chill. And he was like, I'm here if you guys want me to give you any feedback or ask any questions and stuff. So I went and asked him for feedback, which is when he told me, like, you've mentioned every single detail but not explained why it should be important, why what all these details imply or what they mean. And I was like, okay. And then I wrote my whole essay. After I came back home yesterday, I kind of like hung out and like just chilled because I was genuinely brain dead. And then I came back in my room and then started working on my essay. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing it. And it's like around like 3:30, 4 a.m. I was like, okay, I need sleep. So I sleep, right? And I only really have 12 hours left. So it was really just like a move where I was like, I know I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. So I slept for like a good 5-ish hours, 4-ish hours, somewhere around that number. And then when I woke up, I started working on my essay again, and I finished it before time, was able to submit it beautifully. And okay, my essay was about Madonna and feminism in her early career. Yeah, it's kind of a broad topic, but I was sort of focusing on specific moments of her career where she was entirely just known for the feminist agenda and whatnot. But yeah, my essay was really good, guys. It was quite long, and it was well written, and it had so many references. Like, it had so many citations that I put in them and quotations, and my bibliography was longer than the actual essay itself. So that's when dang, she did her research. But yeah, that has been my last whole week. Very long week. My plan for tomorrow is to sleep. Yeah, I am gonna sleep, and when I wake up, I'm gonna clean up my room, reset my space, because right now I have 3 glasses. 2 of them are almost empty. One of them is half full of water because I could not be bothered to go and wash the dishes. Which reminds me, guys, I also have dishes in the sink. Like, they're just there. I have, like, it is from yesterday to today. Today I just ordered food and I ate out for dinner as well. So I didn't actually have a lot of, like, dishes today. But yesterday's dishes are still in the sink, which is disgusting. I normally don't do that. Like, I try to make sure that I do my dishes every night, but the last, like, 2 weeks have been so hectic, and, like, they've just been so busy. I just haven't had the energy to do the dishes at the end of the day. Like, I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to rest. But now I'm gonna have a week of, like, chill vibes. I'm gonna go out, have fun, and by that I just mean go out to the garden one day, probably day after. I'm thinking Sunday, because tomorrow I think I'm just gonna be so tired that I'll just want to sleep, and I'll just want to stay in and probably eat some, like, nice food. I mean, today also we went out, me and my flatmate, to this, like, fish and chips place near my house. Yeah, I didn't really eat the fish, but they did have really good french fries. They had these, like, furikake french fries. Oh my god, they were so good. It was so addictive. Also, a really good portion for a really good price. And then we got some cocktails. So, like, it was really just one cocktail each. Doesn't really do much. And they were very okay cocktails. They're not, like, spectacular. No, I don't really mind that. Of course, the cocktails here are expensive. Any kind of alcohol here is really expensive. So I was like, oh, okay. But I had fun because me and my flatmate just got to, like, chill and talk and excuse me, I just hiccuped, exist. And yeah, I was telling her about my classmates and their, like, how their behavior just does not speak of being, like, they literally, yeah, I was just telling her about my classmates and, like, all the exams and how I've been, like, not really sleeping because of how much stuff I had to do this week. I mean, it mostly was because of the essay, frankly. If I was not studying for any of my exams, I was either practicing to record my video or was writing parts of my essay. And it usually just happened at night because most of the day, like, every single day, most of the daytime, I'm usually occupied with classes and, you know, going to college or coming back from college. So by the time that I come back from college on most days, it's like 7 p.m., you know? So it just, yeah, it gets a bit something. Yeah, so it kind of ends up being like a little bit confusing. That's the only way I can put it. But I have just enough food kind of to last me. What happened to my mic? Is it not registering that I'm talking? Or is it just Streamlabs being funky with me? Anyways, basically I have a week and 2 days, aka this weekend and the entirety of next week, that I'm gonna be staying in Singapore, and then I'm gonna be going home for 2 weeks because, you know, I deserve that break and I really want to eat good food. It is so sad that there's not that much good food here, and if there is good food, it's usually really expensive and honestly kind of overpriced. And I genuinely mean that. Like, I've had decent food, so it's not like the end of the world, but it's the fact that it's so overpriced turns me off physically, that I don't feel like going out and having food. Like, I end up making home cooked meals most of the time, if not all of the time. And so I have some dumplings to finish up. I have one paratha to finish up. I have a few onions, a what's it called? One potato. And I have like 2 slices of cheese. I have 1 capsicum to finish up. What else do I have? I have like, that's mostly it. I have some cream that I want to get rid of. Like, I want to finish I'll make something with it so that it's like, you know, so I made something with it. Basically the logic is so that it doesn't get like stay in the freezer for like the entirety of what's the word? For the entirety of the 2 weeks that I won't be here. And like 2 weeks is quite a bit of time, so I don't feel like it's worth leaving anything that has been opened in the fridge. And so my plan is to just finish everything up as much as possible, and whatever I can't finish, I'll ask my flatmate to finish, because she will be here for 5 days longer than me. So, and then she'll also go back home for like a month, but I'm coming back beginning of December, like December 10th. And yeah, so I'm gonna be gone from like the 25th to the 9th. I'm gonna be back on 10th, so honestly, yeah, I'm gonna be back on the 10th. So yeah, and yeah, I'm like very chill about this, guys. I'm so happy that life is good, that love exists, and happiness is a thing, you know? Yeah. Today while we were coming back, me and my flatmate, we got stopped by this random old man, and he started telling us about his daughters and saying that we would be very successful, but he was honestly really creepy, so we kind of had to escape from there, and we did. It's not like scary, but it's just really annoying because that man was very clearly drunk and he still had alcohol in his hands, which he promptly dropped it on the floor, like on the sidewalk, and the bottle broke, and thankfully it was in a plastic bag, so even though it started leaking and there was like alcohol everywhere, it was, you know, it didn't get on anyone. Like, there was no glass shards flying around causing injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, it was quite interesting. That old man was kind of out of it, honestly. But yeah, okay, that's basically my catch up done. That was 30 minutes long. It was so detailed. Wow. Now, I have been itching, and I mean, like, I have had a real hankering to play Valorant. Don't ask me why. Like, I think the lack of sleep made me want to play Valorant like a lot. Because, yeah. So I'm just gonna add that. Hashtag gaming. Hashtag gamer girl. Oh my gosh, they have hashtag vtuber gaming. Hashtag Valorant. Okay, safe. Okay, I'm done. I'm done making it about Valorant. But yeah, we are gonna play a bit of Valorant because I haven't played a game in like forever. I missed it. So where is my, let me just stop the ad. I am going to just put on Valorant. And if you guys can hear it, let me know, okay? And yeah. I think that should be about right. Did it show up? I haven't really played this game in a while, so I have no idea what's going on. Right? Why isn't it showing up? Huh. Huh. Maybe this one isn't working. Why isn't it? It says it's not a game. Excuse you? Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Why isn't it working? Jesus. Auto. Yay. Yay! It worked! It worked! Woohoo! Did it work? It worked, right? I think it worked. Why does it keep doing that? Oh my gosh. Anyways. I don't... Is it showing the animations? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's play. Guys, let's play. I haven't played Valorant in forever. I am so excited to play it for a bit. Actually, because I have the whole month of December, basically. Until, like, I think the 8th of January, where I have a few, like, classes to attend. But I think second semester me will have not that much time. But we'll see. I genuinely don't know what my schedule looks like. I had the same classes, but I think they're gonna be more complicated content-wise. So I am quite excited to see what my next semester has for me. Because I've had a lot of fun in semester 1, you know? Like, I know semester 1 is technically like over for me. Technically, I say because I still have like one assignment submission to do. And because I'm almost like completely done with all of them, I just have to like finish that and be done with it. But I just really enjoyed my time. Semester 1 was incredible. Like, I was having so much fun, you know, and I still am. Like, I genuinely was having so much fun. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so good. Like, every single class felt so meaningful. And because it's like all of my classes are over and all of the assignment that I have left is really just self-directed, so there's no like I can show like my teacher what I've done and she will give me feedback. She's really nice. And that's all good. That's all great. But I don't, yeah. I will ask her for feedback because I do like very much value her feedback. Because my first video that got actually approved by her was when I was filming it in front of her. So
I'm a good shot. Blinding crack. Reloading.
Yeah, it was a good.
Show me a target.
Go, go, go!
Not ready yet. Launching thorns. Flashing.
Charge your ults.
Ooh, I'm dead. Yikes. Yeah, but my first video that got approved by her was actually the one that I was recording in front of her, and she was literally like, "Okay, you, this was good, you know."
Placing wall trap.
Yikes, that scared me. Play game. Play
New
game.
stage in 10.
Play game. Guys, what happened to my wall? Did it not work?
Nothing.
Stage 2.
Oh, do. Oh my gosh, she was literally right here, guys.
Reloading.
Is she here?
Show me a target.
Obsolete.
Okay. That scared me. Oh no, I got ambushed for no reason. Ah.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Yes, let's go. Oh. Oh. Bro, that was so scary. Why is it so loud? Why is my audio so loud?
Reloading.
Question mark. Yeah, I don't know. Never us fighting. Never felt alone.
Wall set. Rip and tear. Further line.
Across the ocean.
It's you and me.
Oh, what? He got me how? Can I use Vice's trap inside?
Flash place.
I don't know where to put flashes. Oh, I'm dead. I was so dead so quickly. Wow. I died so quickly. It is genuinely concerning.
Rip and tear.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Take this. So long, Sabine. Ha!
Oh, oh my gosh, me. What did you do?
Final stage.
What? How does this work?
No good. Wall set.
Oh my god. How does this work?
No charges. Lighting prep.
Or oh my god.
No.
I am
distraction.
getting them
Watch out.
damn.
Fixer
Okay.
down. My ultimate's ready. Bring me the arsenal.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Tripped.
Oh my god. Ah!
Rampage.
Oh, I'm dead. Yikes. I tried, guys. I tried. I got kills though. Hey, not bad. I haven't played it in a while, but somehow it seems like my aim has actually improved instead of getting worse.
Trap destroyed.
Which is insane, you know? Oh, no. No, it's just as bad, guys. I'm hopeless. I am hopeless.
Launching thorns. Reloading. I'm out of here. Deficient. Launching thorns.
She scared me, guys.
Watch out. Flash place. Flash trap destroyed.
They are so
Gotta go.
Ayo. I am so dead, guys. Oh! Why did I do that?
Breaking them.
Why did I do that? Hi, Nixie. Who is that? Who are you? No, I know who Nixie is. Guys, that's not what this is about. I was literally just... How does this strat work? It literally doesn't work. How does it work? Why did you... Because I haven't really played her. And I haven't played this game in so long. I'm so tired. How do her abilities work? I do not understand, guys. Oh! Why did I turn around? No, I want to have fun.
Reloading.
I want to have fun. I want to play game. Play game, have fun. Play game, I'm dead. Play game with kind of dead brain. Oh, not gonna lie, I'm not like brain dead. I'm just like sleepy. Sleepy. Actually, I'm not even sleepy. I'm just a bit. Hehe. Okay, let me just put that.
Unable. Placing wall
How
trap.
does this work? Let me see.
My ultimate's not ready. Rip and tear. Drones are live.
Ah! What happened to my trap?
Launching thorns. Thorns activated.
Oh, somebody got hurt by that. That's nice. You aim way too low. I haven't, like I said, guys, I haven't played this game in very long. Okay, it's been like